At this point, you should have received an email getting you into DLM Insight. The subject of the email was welcome to DLM Insight. Inside of that email is the URL to log into DLM Insight, and then your username and your password. So this is just an example of what the email would look like. So in order to access DLM's virtual consultation tool, you have to log into DLM Insight. So this is the first step. So head over to DLM Insight, use your username and password, and log in. And once you log in, go ahead and click on Virtual Consultations over here on the left. So DLM's online video consultation tool works right out of DLM Insight. So the way that we expect practices to use this is continue to add the appointment information to your EMR or your scheduling system. So none of that changes. That process remains the same. And then when you're done adding that appointment, what you would do is you would log into DLM Insight with your username and password, which was emailed to you. And you'll head over to this widget here, which is on the left-hand sidebar. It's called Virtual Consultations. And when you're in Virtual Consultations, you're going to see a calendar view where you can select any of these dates, and you can go to different months, and you can then create the individual appointment. So if we wanted to call this, we'll add a fake name here, Nico at dlmconversion.com, and we're going to do test, and then we'll create the appointment time. I'll just flip this to PM, but you can go in here and you can flip this to whatever time you want it to be. And then we click add appointment. That's then going to create the appointment. You can click on that appointment and you'll see that the appointment information that you had filled out, and you can then join the appointment at the time that the appointment is scheduled for. What's going to end up happening is once you create that appointment, the patient will automatically get an email, and the email will tell them exactly where to go for that appointment. So that email is going to look just like this. It's going to come from a no reply at your website URL. So they're not going to be able to reply to this email. And the title will be your virtual consultation is scheduled. It'll say, thank you for scheduling your online virtual consultation. The room will open 10 minutes before your scheduled time. And then there's going to be a link to their room. They can't open that link any sooner than 10 minutes before the scheduled time, but anytime 10 minutes before or during the scheduled time, they can click it, they can open it, and they can join you in that room to have their appointment. So again, kind of going back to DLM Insight here, essentially you'll see when you log into here all the different appointments that you have scheduled out for your various patients. You'll be able to click on them at the time that the appointment is, and then you just click join appointment to fire up that appointment. And then you'll just wait for the patient to join you. That's how this works. It's really simple. It doesn't record screens or anything like that. It's 100% HIPAA compliant, and obviously free of charge. So I hope this helps you guys continue to schedule surgeries out into the future, and also just provide obviously a good solution for patients to get an appointment. I want to address a couple common questions. One is, can multiple people be using this at the same time? The answer to that question is yes. Anybody that has the link can use it. So when you create the appointment, you're creating it for the patient. So then they get emailed that link. So when you, as a physician, fire up the appointment, you can always just grab the link that's in the URL bar, and you can just send it to whoever else you want on it. Obviously, don't send it to people obviously people that are within the practice. So, and then another question is, does it work on smartphones, computers, tablets? Yes, it does on all of those. Keep in mind that when you start this, when you start the video meeting, that your audio is turned up and it's on, it's not muted. Make sure your audio is turned up on your laptop, on your desktop. Make sure it's your audio is on, or your headphones are in if you're on your tablet or your cell phone. Obviously, if you're on mute, you're not going to be able to hear anything. How do you get your patient connected? We just went through that. That's basically sending them that link as soon as the appointment is created within DLM Insight. Is there a phone number that patients can call into? No, there is not. That would actually not make it compliant. The reason why this is one reason why this is compliant is because it's over a secure connection, and the whole thing is over a secure connection as opposed to part of it being outside of that. So no, there's not a number to call into. This is truly over the internet, and the audio is done on whatever device that they are on. Would it work to have a doctor and MA both in different locations and a patient on at the same time? The answer to that is yes. Again, just share that link with the MA in this case. Couple other things that are important. I touched on audio. That's really the most important thing. Just make sure you're not muted. And then obviously if you've got a webcam, fantastic, then they can see you. If you're using your phone, it'll just run off the camera on your phone. If you're using a tablet, it would run off the camera on your tablet. So let me know if you have any questions. Feel free to email myself. This is Kyle, or you can email your marketing specialist. Give us a call, shoot us a text. Thanks a lot.